Hi, this is Todd from the Scoundrels Cantina, and welcome to another episode of a Star Wars story. In this video, I'll be telling you the story of the Dark Lord of the Sith Triumvirate, Darth Traya, who is most notably seen in Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2, the Sith Lord's game. As always, we're mixing the expanded universe and canon, so let's begin. Darth Traya was a human female Sith Lord during the Dark Wars, and the Dark Lord of the Sith Triumvirate, ruling over the remnants of the Sith forces after their defeat in the Jedi Civil War. Before she was Darth Traya, her real name was Kreia. Prior to the Mandalorian Wars, Kreia was a Jedi Master and Jedi historian who was exiled by the Jedi High Council because her students followed the Jedi Knight Revan, who was her former Padawan, into battle against the invading Mandalorians. After Kreia withdrew from the Jedi Order, she retracted Revan's footsteps to the Sith world Malachor V, being drawn to its Force echoes. There, she discovered the Traia's Academy and turned to the dark side, becoming a Sith Lord. In the years following the Jedi Civil War, Traya searched for other wounds in the Force and discovered two men who became her Sith apprentices, Darth Sion and Darth Nihilus. A wound in the Force was a type of catastrophic disturbance in the Force, which was a weakness in the fabric of the Force, caused by a traumatic event. The Force existed in all life, and when many lives were extinguished, especially in a short period of time, a wound was created. With her apprentices, she formed and became a Dark Lord of a Sith Triumvirate, focused on destroying the Jedi. Eventually, Darth Traya was overthrown by Sion and Nihilus, who stripped her of her connection to the Force. After having been exiled by both the Jedi and Sith, she held an abhorrence of how both orders were used by the Force to its own ends, and began to consider how she might rid the galaxy of its influence forever. Going under the guise of Kreia once more, Traya located a former Jedi general that served in the Mandalorian Wars, Meetra Surik, who was also known as the Jedi Exile. Traya saw Surik as having the potential to bring her purpose to fruition and took it upon herself to rescue Surik and retrain her in her own views. Even as Traya orchestrated a Jedi purge, she continued in her attempts to mold Surik and those she traveled with aboard the Ebon Hawk into her own image. Traya aided Surik in locating the Jedi Masters Zes-Kyle, Vrok-Lamar, and Kavar. Meetra Surik convinced the Jedi Masters to reconvene at the Dantooine Jedi Enclave's ruins. When Meetra met with the Masters, Traya betrayed her by revealing her true identity as a Sith Lord and murdered the Jedi Masters in the Enclave's remains. Shortly after this, Traya traveled to the secret Jedi Academy on Telos 4 and convinced Jedi Master Atris to turn to the dark side. After Surik redeemed Atris and participated in the battle above Telos 4, in which he vanquished Darth Nihilus, Surik journeyed to Malachor V to confront Darth Traya, dueling her and ultimately killing the Sith Lord in the depths of the Traya's Academy. Now I'm briefly going to go over Darth Traya's powers and abilities. Darth Traya used a wide variety of Force abilities, including Force Horror, Force Speed, Force Crush, Force Cloak, Force Scream, Force Lightning, Force Choke, and the Mind Trick. She was also capable of using the Force to control beasts, and possessed a rare ability at predicting the future, and she was able to foresee the death of the Mandalorian bounty hunter Jango Fett at the hands of Jedi Master Mace Windu approximately 4,000 years later, and she was very skilled at telekinetically dueling with her 3 purple-bladed lightsabers while she fought with her main red-bladed one. Anyway guys, this is it on the story of Darth Traya, and I hope you all enjoyed it and learned something new about the vast galaxy of Star Wars. If you want to support this channel, hit that subscribe button for even more videos like this one, and remember guys, God is awesome, may the Force be with you always, and bring your creds back anytime, you rebel scum.
This party's over.